Despite not respecting the previous all-time high, Micron Technology might still reverse right here. In today's analysis, I will take a look at Micron Technology looking at a higher time frame, showing you how you can capitalize on the next potential trading opportunity. If we take a look right here at the monthly chart of Micron Technology, and we first of all determine the overall trend, which we always have to do before we look at market structure, you can clearly see that on the higher time frame, Micron Technology is overall creating beautiful swings towards the upside, which are always followed by quite harsh corrections, but we are overall creating higher highs and higher lows, creating uptrend structure. Actually, over the past couple of months, we saw another wave of approximately minus 60% towards the downside. But if we now look at technical analysis, this has not been unexpected. First of all, we do have this quite long-term upper resistance trendline, which has been acting as resistance for more than a decade. And always when Micron Technology retested this upper red resistance, we saw bearish confirmation followed by a significant drop towards the downside. That's also exactly the reason for why just a couple of months ago in mid-2024, I published a bunch of analysis after we saw bearish confirmation explaining all the reasons for which I simply do expect a move lower. Now, what usually happens on Micron Technology is a simple all-time high previous resistance, which is now turned support, break, and retest. You can see we had the first considerable break and retest in the beginning of 2019. Second, significant break and retest in the end of 2022, when it again was just a simple previous all-time high break and retest. And just a couple of months ago, Micron Technology once again retested the previous all-time high. But again, this is where we now have to look at price action, because you can see extremely well that basically for just a couple of months in a row, Micron Technology always closed with a significant rejection wick towards the upside, clearly showing that sellers are still overall in control of this stock, and we haven't really seen any bullish confirmation on the smaller time frame. Now, why do I think that right now the correction is actually over? There are two significant levels which I want to share with you. First of all, we do have this lower green support trend line, which is actually parallel to this upper red resistance trend line, and therefore for approximately a decade, Micron Technology has been trading in this rising channel formation. With the recent drop, Micron Technology is retesting this lower support trend line, and furthermore, we also have another clear horizontal structure exactly at this psychological $70 level. You can see that back in the end of 2021, this was acting as support. After the break towards the downside, it was then acting as short-term resistance in mid-2023. And obviously, since Micron Technology is now approaching it from above, there is a quite high chance that after we see bullish confirmation inside of this level, this is actually the bottom of this quite harsh drop. We have been seeing these drops of approximately minus 50 to 60% basically always in the past. And in my opinion, there is a very high chance that we will simply see this overall trend continuation towards the upside. If you enjoyed today's analysis of Micron Technology, I really appreciate if you smash that like button below. No doubt I will keep you updated regarding any potential bullish confirmation with the continuation towards the upside. I will see you tomorrow with a fresh analysis. And in the end, please just make sure that despite volatility increasing again, you don't get caught up in any of these short-term moves and you simply manage to keep your long-term vision.